Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Madzobani Moholo, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to this channel and consuming the content. I do hope that I would hope that you're enjoying watching this channel since you're coming back. So if you are new, I do hope that you would enjoy the content and subscribe and recommend this channel to other people who may find the content useful. So in today's video, I will be talking about CIMA. Like basically, is it worth it being a CIMA member? Should you be having those sleepless nights while working and studying, or just studying so you can be a CIMA member? And also just touching on some of the experiences of people that have reached out to me regarding this journey, or people who are qualified and they're starting to wonder if should they have studied CIMA? Did they waste their time? They feel like maybe they made a mistake by choosing this journey. So I'll be sharing with you guys if it's worth it or not, and also things that you can do to make sure that it's worth it. So I'm just gonna start with the fact that being a qualified CIMA member, it's a tool. You should think of it as a tool. Just because you're a CIMA member does not mean you're automatically just gonna get jobs, right? So let's say there's a job that's advertised that says they want a CIMA person, a qualified CIMA person, right? And that is non-negotiable. It's a must for you to be a qualified CIMA member. Something that you have to think about is it means every single person who gets called to that interview is a qualified CIMA member. So for you, it's a tool. It gets you inside the door, but what sets you apart inside the door? You may have, like, let's say 3 years post-qualifying experience, and you find that you're competing with someone with 8 years post-qualifying experience with way more experience than you, and a lot of other things that probably set them apart compared to you. So what sets you apart after entering the door? It's very, very important. But then the problem now is if you're not getting interviews of the jobs that you're looking for. The question would be, are you actually applying for jobs that you're qualified for? If yes, you are applying for jobs that you're qualified for. The problem is just that there are people who are more qualified who are getting called to the interview. As you can imagine, let's say they want someone who with 5 years or more of finance experience. Someone with 8 years of experience applies. Someone with 10 years of experience applies with the same qualifications. If there's more of those people, you may not get called to the interview. So that does not mean that you wasted your time studying CIMA, right? It may just mean apply for those positions. Competition may be tough. Don't take it personal. And apply for other positions as well that you will have advantage compared to other people. And I'll give you an example. Let's say there's a position where they want a minimum of a diploma in that position, right? And you have a degree. So meaning someone with the same years of experience with a diploma won't have as much advantage as you. So let's say they want someone who has a honors degree for a certain position that you qualify for, but you are a qualified member of a professional body. That also is an added advantage. So don't just look for positions where they say they want a qualified CIMA member. Look for other positions. So let's say you're looking for positions, let's say assistant financial manager, assistant financial controller, financial manager, because in each and every company, the finance structure is not the same. So I'll give you an example. You may be a financial manager at another company, only to find out that you are earning the same amount of money as an assistant financial manager at another company, and your positions are on the same scale. Maybe let's say they are both mid-senior level positions with the same required level of experience. So as position in another company is not the same as a position in another company because of different company structures. There's different reporting structures, different finance structures in different companies. So don't just look at a position and say, I'm working as a financial controller now, I'm not going to apply for an assistant financial controller. An assistant financial controller in that company may have more responsibilities than you, may be earning way more money than you, may be reporting to a higher position than you. I'll give you an example. I once went to an interview of a junior accountant. That position reported to the CFO, and it was a higher position in that company. So just because it says junior accountant does not mean it is a junior role. If you watched my previous video, I mentioned that I had gotten a job offer for a financial control, but in that specific company, it was a head of finance role. So never mind that. Someone is watching a game in another room. It's a game between Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates. I do love game, but I guess I love you guys more, hence I'm doing this video while that game is playing. I think today is the 11th of May, so in case you were watching that game. So basically I think that's how you should look at it, because I've been getting a lot of DMs on LinkedIn. People are frustrated. They're now qualified as CIMA members and they feel like they're getting rejection left and right, left and right, left and right, and they feel like they wasted their time studying CIMA, and they wasted their time studying CIMA and their money, and now it's not working for them. So look at CIMA studies or qualifying as a tool that gets you into a certain door, and also don't be closed-minded when you apply for jobs. Actually look at the responsibilities. Look at, because with companies I realized they mention if a company, a role is a entry-level role or a mid-senior role. So also look at that. Don't just look at the role to say, oh, it says assistant or junior role, it means is a small role, because it could be a junior, for example, junior management accountant role, but a mid-senior level role in the specific company, and the responsibilities will say that. So if you are in that position where you are frustrated and you feel like CIMA does not work for you, look into that. I'll give you an example with me. I've been in the job market. Right now when I'm recording this video is the beginning of May. I've been in the job market since, I would say, end of March. But I've been in the job market, I would say, since earlier in January. I was getting, I'm getting a lot of interviews. Let me just put it like that. For example, in February, I had 3 interviews. I had the first round of interview with another company, and I did not like the vibe of the energy of the hiring person. I did not feel like someone that I could work with. So when they called me for the second round of the interview, I rejected that and I took myself out of the running, because I don't want to leave a company like I'm running away. So never ignore your gut, especially if you're not in a desperate position. So I think I should actually do a video about red flags that you should not ignore during an interview, because there are things that you may ignore during a job interview only to realize later that you should have paid attention to them, because now you find yourself in a toxic work environment, but you picked up during an interview that this person could potentially not be a good manager, but then because you wanted a job, you went ahead with that. And another interview that I had did not go well. So I did not mind that, because after the interview I reflected and realized that some of the questions I did not answer them correctly, and that helped me prepare better for the next interviews. And the third one, everything went well. Passed the first round, passed the second round, wrote the assessments, which I could feel that I was seeing flames in those assessments. So, well, I was almost there, almost got the job. And then in March I posted, or something happened in my life, so I stopped with the job applications. Then I came back end of March and said that I was in the job market, went to an interview, got a job offer, rejected it, got 3 more interviews, and went to the 3 of them. The first one, I went to the interview. When I got there was a lot of people. Only 2 people asked me questions, and 80% of the panel used the same surname. Was like, I'm sensing nepotism here. And so I'm still waiting to hear back from that company, but I'm also like, oh, do I want to work for this company? So yeah, things like that. And I'm also waiting for a response from the other company. The other one, I went to the interview. The third one, I went to the interview. It went well. I could feel that it went well. I did the fingerprint. I did some assessment. I submitted my qualifications and references. Next thing I know, the job requisition has been cancelled. They are no longer hiring. So yeah, the job market is not easy, but for me, I would definitely say being a qualified CIMA member is working for me. If you're getting an interview, it means that you qualify for that job, you meet the requirements. It's up to you to get the job. So the problem comes now, if you're not getting interviews, then you have to reflect on what you're doing wrong. I take the advice that I just mentioned by making sure that you diversify in your job applications, apply for qualified CIMA member jobs, and also apply for jobs that put you at an advantage. Like if they want someone with honors, and they're mentioning that if you belong to a professional body is a bonus, it means that you definitely get that interview. It's up to you to get into the interview and show off. So thank you guys so much. I do hope that you found this video to be helpful. Oh, I almost forgot something important. Another thing that you should consider as a CIMA member when you apply for jobs, look for the industries that values CIMA members, the CIMA experience, the CIMA syllabus. For example, in the manufacturing industry, in the mining industry, they tend to value CIMA members a lot because of the kind of production and the role that you're going to play in the production, in that production environment. So please consider the industries as well. As much as there is industries that you may want to work in those industries as well, they may be part of finance where they value CIMA members a lot. For example, in pricing as part of finance, in cost and management accounting within the company, they will value CIMA members a lot of those companies. But industry-wise, most industries that value CIMA members is manufacturing industries and mining industries. So again, now I'm going to say goodbye for the last time, because like in my home language and my culture, baru olaela kudu ko khopela marobalo. So I mean, it's not like I'm gonna sleep on this chair and report content the whole night. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Please remember to reach out on LinkedIn and on Instagram to participate in my interactive content, and also to ask anything that you may want to ask. And if there's something that you want me to talk about on this channel, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.